I haven't played Master Duel in a while. Apparently I need to log in 7 times. I'll do this eventually. This is how long I haven't played the game for. I haven't played it since September. Yeah, I don't play this game often. It's because I got other stuff that I can do with my life. Oh. Idiot. Man, this game takes a while to load sometimes. Why is there 2? Oh, it's just for stuff that I missed. Is it the ice cream? Yeah, it's the Iceman. I'm not getting to 100, like there's no way. I'll open some card packs and then we'll go into the ranked duels with a magician boy. Ooh, 2 Draco Forging. Could have opened that up normally. Ooh, illusion stuff. Ooh, Nemesis. 2 true Dracos. A pendulum, I'm Operation V! Woo! I like pendulums. Oh, I got 2 free pulls off this. Electron Illusion. I like Fluffles. I only read the new cards not yet. Count directly. Power damage 500. Bend to the grave. That's cool. Yeah, I got a couple weird decks that I've got. Like, sorry, I woke up like 30 minutes ago. Frame, cool. Goblin Bag of Glass. That's cool. Weather's Blade. Time Thief with Duel. We can negate, and if you attach that card, okay. I like time space cards. They're cool. What's it recommending me? Oh, weaker. 4 days left. Sorry, FOMO kills me. FOMO gets me. Always has, always will. That's a cool one. And there released some cool stuff. You know, Marvel Rivals is my ongoing game at the moment. Oh, they added a Ghost Spell one. Anyway, just to quickly show the cards that I meant, because I was talking to someone and I was like, hey, yeah, I have a lot of the same decks. Like, this one, for example. I think this is, some weird thing I found online, and I was like, oh, I want to see how this works. Just never bothered crafting it. There's this Armored Wings of Black one that someone made. Basically, it's just a Black Wing deck that someone made. I'm close to just naturally doing it Like I opened some things of it. But if we look, like this is a fun deck, for example. It's got some of my more favourite cards in. That I just haven't bothered finishing. This is an Exodia deck I found online. That's fun. This is an LP stall deck that I made. It's got some of my favourite cards. It's got Exodia. It's got a Womajar, it's got Gun Ladybug, it's got Smash Macaron, it's got Nimble Manga, it's got Marshmallon, it's got Dark Resonator, Neospatian, Hummingbird, it's got these cards, it's got this. It's a pretty cool thing. And it's got the coolest card in the game, in my opinion, sometimes, is Ravenous Tarantula, because it can basically stack your LP incredibly high if you have a good LP stall deck. It's really funny. This is the first Swing Timothy I made. It should have the trap I was talking to that guy about. Ferret Flames. I used this so much in the past, I think people started using it. That's fun. Yeah, this is my pen deck for my original thing there. Number Swing Timothy. This is just a number themed, no extra deck. So it's a bit more consistent. Like as it goes up, it sort of gets more and more consistent. This is a ritual focus Swing Timothy deck, you know, as in it has the rituals in. Specifically this one because it's really nice. And you'll notice that the extra deck slowly changes over time. I think this is, you know, my favourite kind of deck. I don't like potting in. We'll get to Magic Man in a minute. This is Swing Timothy Synchronization. It is one of my, you know, it's got a synchro focus on it, because it has more synchro cards in it. It's still got Ferret Flames in it, and it's also pretty nice as well. And you know, I haven't really checked. I usually use those. I usually swap between this one. I think this is the right one. This has got Butler in. So yeah, this is the one I use the most. It's just got a lot of synchro stuff in it. I do personally think that the other one, like the ritual one, is probably the best one consistency wise. Like, it's probably the best one I've made. It's got 44 cards in it because I just didn't want to take anything out, really. It's got a lot of, you know, it's got Harmonizing Magician. It's got like a lot of stuff like this that is really nice. Yeah, and here's Magic Man. Here's a deck that we're going to be using. So basically, its setup is that it has a lot of diffusion cards. It has these 3 synchros, which come up occasionally because of Unknown Synchron. It's got basically all the Dark Magician fusions in, which you can pull off sometimes. Fun fact, you can pull off the Dark Cavalry with Lightning Warrior, one of my favourite cards. It's got a Womajar in it just for a fun card to put in, and Card Trader for consistency. It's one of my favourite decks that I've made because it's really nice to use. It's got, like, you know, some of the lower case scenario ones. This one is specifically in here to deal with DPE. You can get like a bad hand. You get a bad hand like most of the time. But there's occasionally really solid hands that you can work with. Yeah, I haven't played the game since September, so yeah. So in the lower ranks, which means that you're either going to get the most disgusting strategies, or we're going to go immediately to silver. There's not much in between. You know, I don't play the game often. Again, I'm on PlayStation, so that's fun. Probably going to play this game for 30-40 minutes and upload it to the thing. I just have trouble uploading twice a day. Like, this is a pretty stellar hand. Like, the only thing that you could really want from this hand is... no. It's one of the best Dark Magician hands there is. So first off, we're going to grab, of course, the best card for this hand, which is we really, really want Eternal Soul. Oh god, this doesn't work. We're gonna set card trader, or we'll activate card trader. This gives us more consistency in the draw phase, since you really don't need 2 Magician's Rod, like ever. Then we're gonna activate Magician's Circle. And we're gonna combo off that with this. So what we really want, is we want, where was it? I'm blind. Illusion Magic. Sadly, there is a lovely card that we could get instead, but that card basically just is for fusions, really. So we're going to order it like that. I guess early 2 is good, just in case this guy tries to play something funny. And then we're going to, of course, place this card down. Unless we're working with like some insanely powerful deck, we're probably going to be able to do some pretty good stuff. I like Dark Magician and I like Swing Timothy. They're both like kind of good sort of decks, if that makes sense. Typically you want to just banish whatever the opponent's strongest card is. How long is 300 seconds? Oh, they're working with Dark Magician as well. And your monster. Okay, what they're bringing out. If it's girl, we banish. If it's their main Dark Magician, we banish. Yep. Something like this Dark Magician. Something into this zone. And then we're gonna rod off. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is a really stupid strategy. Okay, so now they have a chocolate magician go. Oh, they're running a full magician deck. Okay, so they're probably just going to go in for the attack. But now we are in an excellent position to just slowly work off their stuff. So now we draw. We want to summon the one from the grave. Now I'm going to do the stupid play and I'm going to just banish the grave because Dark Magician really needs grave setup. Ooh, inheritance. Okay, we're using the full setup. We're going to use Card Trader. Send away our second one. Get what they put away. gonna go for this. Let's go for grabbing girl from deck. And in our link setup, we do have witch and we have. Okay. No, some automated stuff. I like going second with Dark Magician. Just a few opponents sets up a good field. You know, you're doomed anyway. Now this is a mid hand. See why I didn't go second? See why I didn't go first? Anyway, now we're gonna wait. Yeah, so I have some opinions about Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Zexal is probably the best series for newcomers to watch. DM is probably... oh, another Dark Magician. Pick up circle. Imagine it's just the exact same thing I did. I think they activate circle. They have no response. That's in the main deck. Let's then get a good draw. Piercing the decks. Oh, now they're going to use a response, huh? Huh? Dogmatic. That's a feisty move right there. At least we still get that draw. If only like this guy went into our draw. That's the reason we have Card Trader. I can know what you're gonna say, but if you maximize all your spells, you sort of would out of everything. Yeah, and also this is, you know, to your field anyway, so. And we won't miss timing. Activate piercing the darkness. And on top of this, I activate okay, what they're gonna change the order to. It's gonna take a while, but it's passable. I'm not paying attention. They revealed magician's souls. Wow, they are going for it. We got another navigation. Yeah, our deck's looking top heavy. We missed. Oh, it's from the grave. They're gonna get one banish off. They're probably gonna take out this. Be surprised if they take out anything else. They could take out our Dark Magician, but I think this covers it. Yeah. Smartest move. We really need Dark Magician, or we need a Magician's Rod. That's what we need. We only have one Dark in use so far. So it's kind of just whoever gets consistency first. I think I can only handle one more turn. Are you gonna set something? No, okay. The hearts of the cards must guide me. I pull, using my Utoic powers. I set the scales. Watch my power grow! I'm going to need a card of meticulous powers. I think just going for this is best. I set the stage! For a magician to appear to amaze you all! I draw the two final ones from my deck. Dark Magician and the Dark Magician. This is a telling tale. But I will activate my face down card. Magician Navigation. Now, my magician will disappear from my hand. Ooh! And will instead appear on the field. I can select any one of my magical monsters. And I'll select this one. She'll do effectively nothing. I draw. Another Timaeus has been added to my hand. Amazing. The left eye of Timaeus, activate. My left eye will transform my magician into a magical monster. The monster with the power to defend my field. I set him here. Go, Dark Magician, and ride upon your magical dragon! I hear you. Is that it? Yes, that is it. I attack. And I activate the effect of piercing the darkness to boost my monster to deal 3,000 to you. And then my apprentice will attack. Yeah. And then I will have to end my turn. My monster returns his attack to normal. You have 4 cards in hand and 1 drawn. With the 5 rings in hand, will you be able to do it? I think not. That is the speciality of the Dark Magician deck. It's terrible at coming back. Even if you have a Dark Magician in hand and an Eternal Soul, you won't live for long. Huh? A wind witch? Your deck truly has all the answers. This one allows me to target a face-up spell or trap and negate. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to need to have more of my monsters come to the field. My Dark Magician from hand appears! And you can't forget about my other monster. The Apprentice Illusion Magician! Ha ha ha! You're grabbing another ice spell. Interesting. But watch as I draw! The darkness is pierced, and light be shown! I'm going to be sending my Dark Magician to the grave. No, I'll send an Illusion Magician. Watch as my star shows stats bright. As a rod returns to my hand, and we see a magical card appear. Behold, another useless card currently. But why? To be sent to the grave. But that means in Phase 2, they can activate the Wind Witch's special capability to summon to the field when there's barely any monsters. My card is going to have to lie in wait. I clicked the wrong button on that phone call. Uh-oh. I found a duel. This might be just a 30-minute special. Oh. I'll probably go to 35. This duel looks interesting. They're going for Winter Bell! Oh no. They can't be doing something too amazing. They can't do like 2600. Okay, it's time to start a stage. With a magical go. Destiny draw. I draw upon destiny. To pull a card. First, I activate my Magician's Rod. It's a spell or trap, right? Yep. Oh, my internet. Oh, my internet. My rod allows me to get a Magician's Circle. Appear to my hand. I use a card from my grave. The Magician's Navigation has a secondary effect. That's right. I'll be halting your ability. Kazai's stage isn't set. But, I have 9100, which should get me close. Oh, they're like, yeah, just do it. Okay, I'll try and end it quick. Yep, thought so. What time are we on? She's gonna be annoyed. She's gonna be like, why didn't you come down? Because I literally was started playing stuff. One more duel, then I'll probably have to call it quits. So basically my extra deck has like almost every good Dark Magician card, and I'd recommend doing and putting like focusing on a full Dark Magician deck rather than just sort of like not, because it's just irritating. I'm gonna be honest, whenever I see that sort of strategy that people do, where they just go like, oh, I'm playing Dark Magician, and I've also put DPE in the deck, so there's two useless cards that just aren't good for Dark Magician, and then, you know, an extra deck slot being taken up. Oh, and don't forget about all this extra stuff I put in. It's just kind of irritating because it's like, so not only have you thrown in a ton of hand traps, but you've also just ruined the like power of the deck by just shoving in way too much stuff that doesn't matter. Like, let's be honest, if you've only shoved in like a couple bad cards, nobody's gonna be like, no. Like, if you've only put in like, you know, like 3 Ash Blossom type cards, you know, like 1 Ash Blossom, 2 Maxis, nobody's gonna go, nah. But if you've shoved in like 20 like just awful like cards that are good, while good, just don't really help the deck. You're kind of just hurting the power of the deck more than anything. I can bring out my Horde. I'd like to bring out my Horde. I'm sorry. I thought that would work. I forgot how the card worked. I'm going to be ending it there. Apparently can't have 40 minutes myself. Yeah, so yeah, that's not a really good example of how well my Dark Magician deck works. I'm just gonna, you know, show a couple better examples. So obviously that was a bad play there, but I was gonna win apparently anyway. Because they were just being nice to me. So basically, the plan is to get a Dark Magician Dragon Knight out. If you can get 2, that's amazing. This card completely counters the whole Dark Magicians have no damage problem. So if you have that up, and Eternal Soul and a Dark Magician Circle, and you can manage to pull off 2 of these guys, that's amazing. Dark Paladin is there just for the extra attack damage and potential negation. Dark Magician, Dragon Girl, Dragon Knight is here for very optional cases, but if you need her, you probably would have exhausted Dark Magical Attack. Dark Cavalry basically works in the graveyard, so much like Amulet Dragon, but Dark Cavalry is significantly better as a card because it does piercing damage and it gets that damage, and it has a negate, but it's just that targets the card on the field, so it's not as good as Dark Paladin in some cases, but it is really potentially good. If you need draw, you go for Dark Magicians. If you just want to have fun, you need a spell, you just go into Dark Master of Chaos. He has damage, but he doesn't really have a lot of potential for this deck because, you need to have, effectively these 2 cards in the grave, and I think that's the only Dark and Lights. Yep. You can also just go for Lightning Warrior for that, but Lightning Warrior is good for potential extra damage. Red Hot Dragon Archfiend is just a really good card to stop your opponent, and Red Dragon Archfiend is for the defense version of that. So you basically have a lot of cases. Aroma Jars here for battle damage focused decks, and just for them to burn a Raigeki or burn a Destruction or something. Unknown Synchron is a way to just early game or like late game get off a good synchro, because you can usually always go for an 8, which is really good with this deck. You can usually always go for an 8 because there's just so many 7s. Like Mahad's a 7, Dark Magician's a 7. You'll effectively always have a 7 in play, or you should always have a 7 in play. And then if you are you really need to get it off, you can just itemize into this, and yeah, Card Trader is here for bonus draws. It's up to, it's 2 over the threshold, just because in general, like, all these cards are super nice, and I couldn't think of any way to get Card Trader and Romajar in here properly, and is also here for this ritual. Now, I do think the other ritual is, is a lot better for consistency, and there's a reason we only have this Secrets of Dark Magic, because you only really want this Magician of Chaos out. You never want this guy out. This Magician of Chaos has bonus destruction, and the only thing that really ruins this deck is DPE, which is why Strength and Unity is here. Because each time you fusion summon or ritual summon, you can get a banish off from the grave. So if you manage to hit off someone's, if you manage to hit off a DPE, it's in the grave, you can just use this, banish it, it's gone. Which is really helpful if that card comes up. We don't have Magical Knives because 1 destruction isn't worth it, but destroying someone's entire back row is very, very worth it. I've run 3 of both of these because sometimes if you just run 1 or 2 Eternal Souls, you can just run into situations where you need to get rid of them. And there isn't really a good way in this deck to pull them back without adding an extra bloat that just stalls. Like, you could add the magical engine that deals 300 damage, LP damage to you per standby phase if you want to get a card back, but that's just too risky. Typically, just with 3 of these guys, you have enough draw. Magic Kuribo's here just for walling damage, really. Another good wall card. I use 2 Magician Souls because that's great for consistency. I need to keep it in my head that he only spawns back Dark Magician Girl and Dark Magician. You only have 1 Dark Magician Girl just for fusing purposes and for walling via this field card. I think it's a really good deck. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So it's almost 40 minutes. Just to quickly look through Swinging Timothy. I think Swinging Timothy Ritual Synchronization is, the best one of this deck. It has both of these in. I think Electromite could just come off the ban list entirely. He just helps out a lot of stuff. This one's 4 more because I wanted the ritual stuff in and I wanted the deck to be consistent. It's basically just a bunch of recycling engines, damaging engines, synchroing engines, and then you have this guy for extra burn. This guy just allows you to negate stuff and return stuff from the extra deck. This guy's just damage. This guy's just damage. This guy's just damage. Negation, I don't remember what this guy does, it's pretty useless. Getting a spell card back. Negation, a really cool card. Back row disruption, which is hard to pull off in this deck. And battle stop. That's about 40 minutes. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there.